people are always trying to say, oh, they're all racist, they're all this, they're all that. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Fisher Brandon Collins. Today we're going to talk about wokeness in Hollywood again. Yes, that has become kind of a theme on this channel. Why are we talking about this? Because a lot of the times, like I have said in a previous video, I disagree. I disagree with the reviews of some shows or movies because it doesn't affect me personally. I don't let other people's reviews, I don't let other people's thoughts and comments dictate how I personally feel about a project. As I've said before, Ghostbusters 2016, I like the film. A lot of people in my political frame rate do not. People in my political frame rate highly dislike the Marvels. I liked the film. Whatever, big deal. Okay, moving on. We're not redoing that video. What we're talking about today is something that made a big political impact. And I'm talking about The Boys Season 4. Now, I love The Boys, okay? When it first came out, I loved it. Loved the first season. Loved the second season. The third season was pretty good. It's kind of gone downhill a little bit, okay, with story-wise, I think. But overall, I love the show. It's a great show. I love violence. I love superheroes. Who doesn't? I love people trying to take down superheroes. I love evil superheroes. I love that type of stuff. Why? Because that's just a comic book type of nerd that I am. Like, you know how happy I was when Thanos won in Infinity War? Oh, my heart was so excited. I can't be the only one. Like, maybe in that theater I was the only one, but boy oh boy was I excited because finally a villain won. And it's not because I have a heart for villains. It's not because I'm one of those type of people that wants to, feel bad and relate to the villains like a lot of these modern remakes of villain movies are trying to do. The only one that I think is very acceptable was Maleficent because that one was understandable. Okay? But no, I don't want to relate to Cruella de Vil. I don't want to relate to Ursula in The Little Mermaid. I don't want to relate to Adolf Hitler in Jojo Rabbit, even though it's a good movie. But the point I'm trying to make is I like things that a lot of people don't like. But there's a lot of things I agree with. Now, The Boys Season 4, before it came out, they got a lot of backlash. People already were a little iffy about Season 3 because they realized, oh, hey, they're starting to get a little political. Okay, yeah, whatever. Politics always has to have a way and make a way into the TV shows and movies that we truly love. At some point, politics is going to hit it. Why? Because that's the way Hollywood works. Okay, that's the way that people who run Hollywood work. Their brains are consistently like, we should make a political reference to that. We should make a political reference to that. We should make this character black when they're supposed to be white. We should make this character Asian when they're supposed to be black. We should make this character gay because why not? We gotta have DEI, diversity, equality and inclusion. Woo. And powerful women, okay? That's the stuff we gotta have nowadays. Now, as I've said in a previous video, there's nothing wrong with a powerful woman, okay? There are some good, powerful women out there that I fully support, okay? Now, I'm talking about comic book movie-wise. I'm not talking about real life. Women, we don't talk about that, okay? Come on, pick up.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, yeah, I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, do you know any good clothing brands that can help represent my love for Make America Great Again? It just seems I always get called a rat. I always get called, oh, you're just one of them MAGA Republicans. Do you know a good clothing brand that I could use?
Well, you're not going to be voting for Biden, right?
No, I'm not going to vote for Biden. No, I want to be a MAGA.
Yeah, there's a clothing brand called MAGA Rats out there.
Really? MAGA Rats?
Yes, MAGA Rats.
Well, tell me more about it.
MAGA Rats is a conservative company made by Hard Times, and they're all about Make America Great Again.
You don't say.
Yeah, just go to magarats.com and use coupon code EaglePass, and you get free shipping off your first order.
So all I have to do is go to magarats.com and use coupon code EaglePass to get free shipping off my first order?
Yes, that's all it takes. Just do that, and then you get free shipping.
Well, by golly, that's like the most American thing I think I've heard all day.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to go check them out right now.
Cool.
Huh. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. All right, you have a good day.
A brand that stands for freedom. A brand that stands for Make America Great Again. I'm all for that. I'm tired of getting called a MAGA rat. So I'm going to start using that term as a motivation for pride in my country. A pride that I believe America will be made great again. This is great. Huh. This is pretty awesome. So yeah. So if you're listening, head on over to magarats.com and use coupon code EaglePass to get free shipping off your first order. That's pretty awesome. Cool. Well, I think that's all I have to say. Let's get back into the video.
Now, remember what I told you.
Don't be a cunt.
The Boys Season 4, it got pretty political, okay? Very political. Now, before the show came out, the Season 4, the showrunner for the show came out and said, oh, hey, guess what, guys? Homelander is actually supposed to represent who Trump is in real life. Oh no. And if you don't like that, if you don't like my show, then watch something else. I was just like, come on, really? You have to get politics involved. I mean, some people are saying that, oh yeah, that was kind of obvious. No. Stop trying to act smart. Okay, you didn't know. Unless it was totally obvious and I'm the stupid one. But I doubt that. I'm pretty smart. But yeah, because of the showrunner's comments, the new season of The Boys did not get received that well. You know, a big majority of the people that were watching the show were actually, quote unquote, Republican right-wing conservatives, because what do we like? We like edgy stuff, okay? People are always trying to say, oh, they're all racist, they're all this, they're all that. We're not. We just like edgy stuff because we don't have a limit in a way, okay? We don't actually care if we offend people because it's comedy, it's violence. Who the hell cares? So, but yeah, the viewership for The Boys season 4 did not get a lot of views. A lot of people did not watch it, probably mainly because of the showrunner's comments. He kind of screwed the show. Now we're still supposed to get a season 5, which I'm actually excited. It's going to be the final season. Probably the showrunner's fault. But I want to talk about season 4. Now, as somebody who, obviously I say time and time again, I am more of a right-wing conservative. I don't take things offensively, okay? I think there's things that are done in Hollywood that's highly disrespectful, but I don't take things offensive, okay? I hold things to a low standard when it's Hollywood, okay? It's just like, they're not gonna be perfect, okay? Like, I'm a Christian. Christian movies suck. There's not any Christian movies hardly out there that I don't cringe when watching, because Christian movies are they're too preachy. It's not for me, and I'm a Christian. Oh well. Sometimes these conservative right-wing shows are too preachy. For example, I did a review of The New Norm, that ex-Twitter TV show that was coming out. That was absolutely terrible. That was unfunny. It was called The First Non-Woke Adult Cartoon. Fuck off. That was so stupid. Mr. Bertram, I did a review on from the Daily Wire. It wasn't great. It was a little funny, but it wasn't. I didn't even continue watching it. One, because they hit me with a huge copyright strike that I actually fought, and they took it down. They took down the copyright. I no longer have a copyright on that review. So go check that actually out. I'll leave it up in this section right here. But if I can figure out how to do that. But the point I'm trying to make is, sometimes things are just overly too preachy and political that it's just not fun, even if it's for that viewer. So for The Boys, it's been pretty neutral. The first 2 seasons were pretty neutral, I'd say. Season 3 got just a little bit into the politics. But season 4, holy crap, it got political. It was literally right versus left. I'm not joking here, okay? And guess who the good guys were? It was the left-wingers. They were the good guys. Well, who would have guessed? Which would be pretty much all the human characters, of the main characters, except for Starlight. Can we talk about Starlight? We're not going to talk about her terrible cosmetic surgery, which I think Megyn Kelly did a wonderful job talking about. Megyn Kelly is actually the reason why the actress who plays Starlight no longer is on Instagram. Because she was too embarrassed. I mean, gosh, have you seen her? She looks way too much cosmetic surgery. But, my goodness, her character was so unlikable in this season. So unlikable. It was just almost no point to have her. I mean, really, if you think about it, all the characters, all the non-superhero characters besides Starlight, have been becoming more unlikable as the seasons go by. I could not care less. About Huey. I understand he's supposed to be the main character of the show. I don't care about him. It's just he's so whiny. He probably sounds like me right now. He's whiny. I mean, yeah, they're trying to make a realistic character who would actually how they would react in these type of situations. That's understandable. Make him relatable. I don't care. But my goodness, he's so unlikable. Starlight's so unlikable. I'll be honest, Butcher's the best character of the entire show. But season 4, they made him so unlikable. It was just something I did not like. I did not like this. By the way, spoilers. If the show's been out for a while, if you haven't watched it, sucks to be you. You're gonna get spoilers. He had a freaking like tumor or weird worm creature going throughout his whole body that caused him to have migraines and end up in the hospital. He's sick the entire time, the entire season. He's talking to people who are not even there. He's literally mentally crazy. And at the end of the season, he literally is all of a sudden, he's like some weird worm soup. I don't get it. It's kind of interesting. I think they butchered Butcher. if we're gonna do some wordplay here, they butchered Butcher's character. I did not like his character this season. I'd say the most likable character of season 4. Oh God, it's really hard because it just. I mean, the superheroes are the villains are the most likable characters. I did not like what they did with Noir. I understand why they did what they did, because if you didn't watch season 3, Homelander kills Noir. Okay? And pretty much they have to replace him with another person, like somebody standing in as Noir, to make it look like nothing happened. So the guy that they chose to play Noir, he's like, he can fly, he's got super strength, but he's not Noir. He's just, he talks too much, and Noir doesn't talk. The Deep is just, he's still, kind of a creep. His whole relationship with the octopus is a little weird. It's a little bit weird. At the end of the season, we find out that Soldier Boy is still alive. No surprise there. I mean, and plus that was actually exciting for me because the Jensen Ackles, he did a fantastic job as Soldier Boy in season 3. Such a good character. Oh my goodness. He probably made me laugh the most with just some of the terrible comments he made. Great stuff. And then find out he's actually alive. And remember, he's the father of Homelander. Let's remember that, okay? He's the father of Homelander. Kind of weird. But season 4, all in all, it got very political. It was very left versus right. The wingers, they're all the bad guys. They want to control people, blah, 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 blah. The left wingers, they're a bunch of abortionists. They're terrible people, blah, 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 kind of the modern day political stuff, whatever. All in all, it was a pretty good season. There was a lot of political espionage, which I actually do like. Political espionage. Political spy espionage type stuff. I think it's very entertaining if you do it correctly. Season 4 was very mid, as the new kids would say nowadays. It was a very mid season. I think I prefer the first 2 seasons out of all 4 so far. But season 4 was not as bad as some people are saying. Yes, overly political. Yes, they made fun of conservatives the entire time, but they did it so terribly. So terribly. They made fun of Fox News. They made fun of, they did such a terrible job that it was actually funny. It was actually funny, which I think it's supposed to be funny. I mean, it's literally a parody, in a way. But they did such a terrible job at representing who Republicans or conservatives are that it just came off as more of it's kind of like an SNL skit where they just make fun of everybody. Now, like I said, the left-wing people are the good guys in the show, along with Starlight. Yeah, they're not very. Just everybody sucks in this season. I really hope they end season 5 good, because we're gonna find out in like a year or so. But what are your guys' thoughts on season 4 of The Boys? I finally got around to watching it, decided to give in, and I thought it was all right. It wasn't the greatest season of television, but it was all right. It was all right. I really hope season 5 is better and ends with a big bang, because the way they started season 1, that was good. The way they ended season 3, that was great. Okay? The way they ended season 4 was actually not bad. I liked that, they're cracking down, they're kidnapping all the good guys, at the end, and yeah, we're gonna find out what season 5's like. This could be interesting. Now, I will say, you know what I wish we could get more of? Is a second season of Gen V. Gen V, I know I didn't make a video about that season, or I guess the only season we're gonna get, unfortunately. But Gen V was actually really good. I loved Gen V. I liked the school setting. I liked that it was set around young people learning their powers. I think it was great. It was fantastic. I did not mind that show. And the soundtrack, pretty good soundtrack. I mean, a lot of the early 2000s type, like, pop punk type music. It was really good. Like, I loved Gen V. Very great show. Fortunately, we're not going to get a second season due to one of the actors that got in an accident this last year and passed away. So they decided not to continue on with the show, which I respect that. Now, they said that they were going to connect Gen V in season 4 of The Boys. They did, but it was not a very good connection, okay? 2 of the characters from Gen V showed up, but they weren't like, whoa, hey, it's them. It was more like, oh, they're there. Cool. So yeah, they joined the bad guys at the end, and yeah. All in all, what are you guys' thoughts about season 4 of The Boys? What's your thoughts on season 1 and the only season of Gen V? How about The Boys in general? How do you guys like the show? Leave your comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Alright guys, that's all I have to say. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And then click that bell so you can stay up to date with my content whenever I upload. If you want to support the channel, we have a merch page. We're coming out with more merch here soon, so please be content with what we have right now, but go support us and get some merch and show that support for Official Brandon Collins. If you can't afford the merch, we have a Cash App. Send us $1 or $2. Anything helps. Official Brandon Collins is also an affiliate for a clothing brand called MAGA Rats. If you use coupon code EaglePass, you'll get free shipping on your first order. Thank you very much again, guys, for watching. Remember to stay comical and classy. Take care.